Okay, alright guys. So I took out the crank position sensor. Well, losing this is 10 millimeter bolts. There's only one bolts on this crank position sensor. After losing the bolt out, it's over this side over here. Lose it out and lose it out with this 8 millimeter socket wrench here. It's pretty easy. That's all you need. That's all I needed. And look at it. I mean, you can tell, you can see there's oil leaks because there wasn't an O-ring. And I'm pretty positive. I think there will be an O-ring on this crankshaft position sensor. Notice, guy, I didn't unplug the wire. I just, took out the bolt and took it off like that. I didn't unplug the wire. I don't think it's necessary because my negative battery wires already unplugged it. And so look at it, guys. I'm pretty sure this is where the leak is at. That's why it's leaked down here into my oil filter, and it leaks over there other side on my oil pumps and all. That's why it makes me want to think that the oil pan gasket is leaking, because it was leaking on this side. You see, I mean, you would think it's the oil pump or the gasket is leaking, but obviously I don't think it is. After I find out, I'm pretty sure this is the problem right here. So I took the crankshaft position sensor out. See that? I took it out and I checked on it. There's no O-ring. Well, actually, I just now see there is an O-ring, but the O-ring probably old. Look at it, guys. The O-ring is right there, and it's probably old. So I'm gonna call AutoZone, anywhere else. I don't think they have the O-ring, but this O-ring right here, the dealer parts store, a Mitsubishi dealer, they probably have it for like a few dollars if they still have it. Sometimes they run out of these parts because the car is too old, and sometimes they have it, but sometimes they might have it and they say they don't have it, and sometimes they have to order it within a few days, and it's because this is going to be a special order. So I just need the O-ring, which is right there. See the O-ring right there? Yeah, I think this O-ring is pretty old. And 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 another thing is the mechanic, when I loosen this bolt out, the 10 millimeter bolt, this bolt right here, it was very loose. I used like maybe 1 foot-pound of torch to loosen it out. So I don't think they taught it right. At least like a 3 foot-pound or 5 foot-pound or something like that, because it's a long bolt. And I think they didn't tighten it down like that. That's why it's losing, and the oil leak started from there too. And you can't put any RTV or any sealing for this crankshaft position sensor, because it's a sensor. You can't put any RTV around here. I mean, I guess you can, but no one recommend to. They say just put an O-ring and that's good, because I don't think nobody gonna put RTV around here because it's a sensors, unless you want to use like a ultra blue RTV, which is sensor safe. And I'm thinking about doing that too. If after this and the oil is still leaking coming out, after this I'm gonna clean around this area, and if I find an O-ring, I'm gonna buy it. If not, I'm gonna clean this area and use the O-ring like this. But I'm gonna use a little bit of blue RTV around this area right here, around this area, before I plug it back on. And of course, I'm gonna clean all around that area too, because like that's where the oil leak's coming from, because it's not tightened on. And I have to torque that bolt to the right torque, so to tighten it back down, not like 1 foot-pound, because I think they didn't really tighten it down. I took a wrench and I took it off like really quick, like it was like losing. So I mean, that's my number one worry about. So I'm gonna have to call the dealer tomorrow to ask for the O-ring. If not, I mean, I can just use any O-ring that'll fit it. I'm just gonna look for some O-ring that they sell out there at the auto parts store. Like they come with a package. So I mean, I might can use those kind of O-ring just as long as it's fitting, the right size and all. Then I guess it'll be all right. But most likely this O-ring is kind of old. But not a lot of people change this O-ring though. I've been researching. Not a lot of people change crankshaft sensor O-ring. Like they use it for all their life. So I don't know. That's what I'm planning to do. And the sensor over here, that the oil pressure sensor that I told you guys, I'm probably gonna redo the thread again, because right now it has Teflon tape. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but I'm gonna try my best to let you guys see it. Okay, it's right there. It's right there. Wow, that's the best it could do. But right now it has Teflon tape on, so I might have to take it out and put some the right stuff on it, on around the thread. And I'll show you the thread of it. This is the old oil pressure sensor. That's what it looked like right here. Now before, this is the old one. I took it out before. I think they used ultra black RTV, but that's not even right either. Ultra regular RTV, they will be dry, and this dry RTV will fall into the engine. You know, that's why they just put RTV on the back of this thread, not on top, not right here, but down here. And most of the time, like stock sensor, the thread will come with the sealing, like already the coat sealing already applied on here when they sew it. But the right stuff to put on this thread is called non-hardened PST. Like the right kind is gonna be Loctite 529. Gases Loctite 529 sealant or RTV sealant. They call it PST because it's non-hardened RTV type. You know, it's like a tube of 50 millimeter for like almost 20 bucks, and like a 6 millimeter for like $6-7 small tube. But you can get that from Napa or somewhere. I'm gonna search for it in Napa like tomorrow, or AutoZone. I mean, I saw a bunch of it online, eBay. I might order it from eBay too. eBay has everything, from small tube to big tube. It costs around $10 for a good amount of tube. So that's the right stuff I should use, not Teflon tape or regular RTV. Okay, guys. So just get that right, because I just did a lot of research about that too. So that's it for now, guys. So I'm gonna call it a deal tomorrow, see if they have the O-ring for my crankshaft position sensor. uh, I hope they do. If not, well, they gotta have it, because I just saw the O-ring on there. So the O-ring is on the crankshaft position sensor, no doubt about it. It's just the matter that it's old and not, it might need to replace, um, or just clean it up and put a little bit of the red high temp RTV around the outside edge, not around the sensor, okay? Or I mean, use ultra blue. I will use the blue RTV, which is always like sensor safe RTV. I don't know about red RTV, like high temp, because I was thinking about high temping, because high temperature is good for the area like that. But at that point, high temperature RTV, the red silicone RTV is I mean, you can try, you know. I would try, like, first I would try the ultra black RTV, which is sensor safe, or any RTV that's sensor safe. It could be ultra black too, because some ultra black RTV is sensor safe. So the best thing, uh, using RTV on a crankshaft position sensor, is look for sensor safe RTV silicone, okay, and then go on with something next, like um, high temp red RTV. You know, if it still leaks, I would try both. I mean, but first I would clean it up and put the new O-ring first. If I have, you know, if I can find it and buy it at the dealership. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for tomorrow, and I'm getting the gasket for this for the cat back exhaust gasket. It's coming in tomorrow at AutoZone. This gasket for this. So right now all I can do is just clean this area first before tomorrow when I have all the gasket in place, and just clean all this area uh, with a brush and sandpaper like I told you guys, and getting ready to install the those gaskets on my exhaust system, guys. All right, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in my next video. Continue on with this tune-up and resealing all the gaskets and the sensors. So at this point, I don't think I'm gonna work on the oil pan dropping it, because that's gonna be a waste of time. So I'm gonna fix the crankshaft position sensors first, and then crank the car up, see if it still leaks or it leaks out. If not, I just save the problem, just solve it. All right, we'll see you in my next video there. All right, guys, bye now.